Hello, everybody. Trying to fix my camera here and get it just right for you. I hope everybody is doing good. I don't know why this is all of a sudden curled. I think we're straight. I'm hoping anyway. And I want to say hi to Clem and Sherry and Mom and Donna and Janice and Rose. I hope everybody's doing well. Hoping that I'm straight. I feel like I'm still a little crooked. Let's see if I can straighten that out. My watch decided it needed to be charged, so that's what I'm doing. So I have no watch on. I feel naked without a watch. How's everybody doing today? All right. Let's keep our fingers crossed for this live feed. All right. I'm going to do some announcements and we'll move on. So the paper pumpkin for April is, you have till April 10th to subscribe, is Lakeside Retreat. It's going to coordinate with the Waterside Retreat Suite that will be new in the May catalog when it goes live. Basically, it's an appreciation for the men in your life, but it's also cards with a tranquil waterside scene, so it could be for anybody really. 9 cards, 3 each of 3 designs with 9 coordinating envelopes, pre-cut paper pieces, and enamel pebble elements. So that's fun. Stamp set is tailored to male recipients, but of course, if you have any word set, you could change it. The coordinating colors are Balmy Blue, Misty Moonlight, Old Olive, Peaceful Pine, which is going to be our Stampin' Spot and happens to be one of our new in colors that will come out in May, and Pecan Pie and Pool Party. So I think this is going to be a beautiful one. This suite is so pretty, and I'm excited for it. If you have not purchased yet your coordinating add-on dies for your paper pumpkin, don't forget to get those. I believe they're $13. I didn't put the item number on here. I don't know why. Usually I do, but hopefully it will work out. We still have the March product of the month available, and it is just the sweetest set. Love it so much. February's is also available, and January's had sold out, but now it's back. So I don't know if they got product from other regions. I don't know, but we have this one as well. So you have lots of options. Once you spend $75 in my store, you can pick one of the product of the months. As long as you haven't purchased that one in the past, you can purchase it for $5. But yeah, January, February, Marches are still available. I checked right before I went live. Inky Hands Crew is my monthly membership. You can join. It's a great way to support me. And yeah, so it's $7.99 a month. You get 6 tutorials every single month that are video tutorials. You get detailed photos and measurements, and I send them out in newsletter format. Pretty cool projects. I just sent out the ones for March. I usually send them at the end of the month. So please join the crew and help support my business. I greatly appreciate you guys. It's basically the cost of a Starbucks. Card Fiesta will be Saturday, the 11th of April. It is the second Saturday of the month at LS Teca Restaurant in Virginia Beach. From 12:30 is when we usually start stamping, but we get there at noon when they open, we eat, and then we start stamping. Kits collection, we still have the March kits, every little thing. These are art, floral paper artwork. Also Radiant Reminders, which is also artwork, but these have like moths and they're really kind of cool. And then the standing clipboards, you can get 3 of them in the package. You're going to get a small and 2 large, and they hold the kits. So you have 2 different choices here to go with those easels, and they're actually quite nice and sturdy. So I did print a picture of them by themselves without anything on them for you to see. I wonder where everybody is tonight. I don't know. It's very quiet. Kimberly's not here. don't know where everybody is, but we got to figure it out. Oh, I need to find my game night list too. So let's see if I can find it. Because Kimberly is usually here with bells on. So I don't know where she is. Anyway, we still have February kits available. And game night next month, I'm not sure what I'm going to do. I may take the month of April off. I'm not sure. I am going to, I'm not going to have a live the week of the 6th. So no live on the 7th or the 14th. So don't look for me those two Tuesdays. I'm taking a couple weeks off. I have a lot of stuff that I need to get done. And I'm sorry that I won't be live, but I may post some videos here and there on my channel. You just have to check and see. If you're subscribed, you'll get notifications when I do post new videos. And I'm not sure if I'm going to do a game night, so I'm just going to think about that. And then Creativity Abounds design team I'm on. We have tutorial bundles every month. This month's tutorial was life events. Really, really cool projects. If you haven't checked them out, you can go to my blog, and it was on the 18th that it posted. Pretty awesome projects. So tonight we are using the Boho Vibes Suite. It's such a great suite of products, and I hope that you are going to love the projects that I made for you. For those of you who signed up for game night, I'm grateful for you. We're going to play 3 games tonight, not 4, due to the number of people that we have signed up. And I hope we're still going to make 4 projects, but we're going to do 3 games. And then I hope that those of you who didn't sign up, I make you wish that you did. So this is a pretty awesome suite collection. You get DSP dots and the bundle. The class itself came with a half pack of the designer series paper, and of course you could get more if you wanted that. That's it for announcements. Let's see who is missing. That's really strange. I might have to send out some little SOS messages because it's unusual. Let's see. Had a long day today. I'm a little bit tired. How's everybody else doing? I'm trying to see if I can find out what happened to Kimberly, because I'm concerned about her. She's usually here with bells on. Let me grab the suite of products and all of my stuff, because let me tell you, it's a lot. So this is the bundle. This is the gems and the designer series paper. It's just unusual for Kimberly not to be here, so I'm a little worried about her. Also, Joyce isn't here, and she's usually here. It's just a slow night, I guess. How's everybody else? Yeah, I was worried about you, Kimberly. Oh my goodness. It's not like you not to be here, so I was just checking on you. All right, I think we should be ready to go. Like I said, we're going to do um, 3 games and 4 cards. And then, of course, there'll be a bonus project for everybody who signed up for the class. I'm going to get my ink pads ready. All my stuff ready. There's just so much on my desk right now. You just can't even imagine. All right, so let me grab my cards and figure out which one I'm going to do first. I think we're going to start with this one. So let me grab my stuff. Move that right there. We're going to grab all of the blocks because I have a bunch of those already with all of the stamps on them. So I gotta get those. And I think we're ready to go. All right. Yes, Rose, I'm tired. We were organizing about 20 years of Rose's Stampin' Up paper that wasn't marked. Hi, Joyce, glad you're here. All right, I think we're doing good. Let's go ahead and get started. I have to grab my paper. For this particular card, we are going to use an embossing folder. And I have to grab my die cut machine. So let me get all my parts and pieces in a row. We're going to start, of course, with a basic white. We're going to grab our pieces, and all the dimensions will be on the measurements on the PDF that you receive with your class. We are going to do a little stamping here, but first we're going to take our background pieces and glue those together. Gotta find my silicone mat. All right. Okay, and we're going to glue those together. Get those ready. I'm going to move this aside. I'm going to kind of put this where it's going to live. God bless you, John. And we're going to take our sentiment and our ink pad and stamp that first. And then we're going to do some embossing. I have to grab the ink. I have to grab the die cut machine. I forgot that I was going to have to emboss after the fact. But the reason I'm doing it after is because first you want to stamp. If you emboss first, you will not be able to stamp because it will be all bumpy. So that's why I needed to get that prepped. Let me grab the die cut machine, and I have to get the big guy. So I'm going to move this stuff to the side, and I'm going to grab my big guy. I'm going to grab my embossing folder. And we are going to put our paper in there. Let me grab my die cut machine. So we need the big guy. We're going to put our paper, our embossing folder, and crank it through. Hi, Maleda. Thanks for joining us. All right, I'm going to keep this close because I don't know if I need it for anything. I designed these a while back before I went to on stage. And so my brain may not function properly. Who knows? All right, so now that we've embossed after the fact, we are good to go. All right, so I'm going to grab my silicone mat again, and I am going to adhere. You know, the nooks and crannies have to have lots of glue. So let's grab and we're going to add that. I think I got a little bit of glue right here. Got that taken care of. And you know, the first thing I like to do is use my little baby roller. It should be linked in the video description. If it's not, let me know, and I will be happy to get that for you. Okay, we're going to be using this piece now and adding our rainbow. So we're going to start adding our pieces. I'm going to get them ready. So much fun. I'm going to be using my tweezers. I want to lay it out first and make sure that I like how it's set up before I do any gluing. All right, I'm going to use, oops, this guy right here. All right, so we're going to start with our large piece. It is warm in here, but I'm afraid if I put a fan that it will vibrate the camera. Let's see. Oh boy, that was not good. Let's just wing it. We're just going to wing it. It's okay. All right. Here comes our next one. I love the set, but I love anything with rainbows, clouds, stars, you know, any outdoorsy. I love that set that we had years ago that had the lightning and the clouds. Oh my gosh, I loved that. And we also had another set that had a big rainbow. Of course, I had that as well. I love any outdoorsy looking nature, especially this one because it has so much texture. And I love the texture of this set. All right, so on to our little one here. Add that right here. So cute. And then our heart. Put that there. I'm going to clean that up with my finger. All right, we are going to add some dimensionals to the back. I hope everybody is doing great and has had a good week. I have yet to have time to record the video from last week. I think I'm going to remove the video recordings and just re-record it as a normal video instead of as a live, because I feel bad that it has those parts and we kept getting disconnected. I really pray that tonight we don't get disconnected, knock on wood, because last week was weird. I don't know. YouTube usually is flawless, doesn't have very many problems. All right, so we're gonna add our little piece here. So cute. All right. And then we are going to take our green gems and, oops, I don't need to have this everywhere. I'm gonna need to grab another thing of those. Okay, so I'm gonna use the brush tip and I'm gonna color. I don't know if you guys know, but you can use your blends to color your embellishments. And now I'm going to just make sure that they're colored all the way, that it didn't miss any spots. I think we're good. I don't know if you guys have ever done that before, but it works so good. While we're waiting for those to dry, I'm going to go ahead and do the inside of our card. And so the inside I have a little rainbow and the other two little hearts. So we're going to add that right there. And let's add our glue. Does everybody have their numbers ready? Thanks for the thumbs up, Joyce. I appreciate that. You guys are being quiet today. Not much chatter in the classroom. All right, so there's our inside. And let's go ahead. It should be dry by now. You know that those blends, they dry so quick. So I'm going to grab one of these. Another one. And add this one up here. And there are our first card complete. I'm going to grab another dimensionals. And be ready. Okay. Hopefully everybody is ready. I'm going to get our numbers and all that good stuff and all the prizes and all that stuff. So we're going to put these here to the side. Clear up our area here. And I don't know why these are curling. It just is my luck today. I'm a little crooked, I think. All right. Let me grab my numbers. Got my little trash can. I gotta grab my prizes. Thanks, Janice. This set is really fun, and I think that sometimes people get intimidated if they don't think they're going to like the colors or they don't think they're going to like the set, but I say give it a chance because I can make anything likable. Oops, dropped one. Yummy. Oh, is that what it says, Kimberly? Hello, Julie. How are you today? It's so good to see you. All right, I gotta go grab the prizes. They're here in the room, but they're just not right next to me. So I have to grab those. Trying to do the right shuffles here, and then I'm just going to toss them in and mix them again, but I like to really mix them up good. Okay, let me grab the prizes. So we'll have 3 games tonight. All right, got those. Have everything ready. We can get started. Is everybody ready? Does everybody have their numbers? Okay, I will get it for you, Joyce. Hang on. Are you ready, Joyce, to write it down? All right, Joyce, here we go. 3, 8, 20, 24, and 27. Everybody else has their numbers. Julie, do you want to play for somebody? I can give you their numbers. I have 2 of the ladies are not here. Clem, do you want to play somebody's numbers? Okay, let me know when you got a pen, Julie. I don't know if Clem is still here. Rose, do you want to play a set of numbers? If Clem is not here, I don't know if she is or not. Okay, Julie, you're going to be playing for Cheryl. So her numbers are 2, 4, and 6, 20, and 25. Rose, are you there? Joyce, you're 3, 8, 20, 24, 27. I guess Rose is not there. I don't know what's going on. Can anyone play a set of numbers for me? You're welcome, Joyce. Sherry, Clem, Rose, any of you, can you play a set of numbers for me, please? Okay, Rose, are you ready to write them down? No problem, Sherry. Okay, the numbers are 4, 7, 11, 17, and 30, and that's for Bonnie, Rose, for Bonnie. 4, 7, 11, 17, and 30. And you got yours, Julie, right? For Cheryl. All right. I think we should be good now. Hopefully everybody has the numbers. But what I need, everybody who's playing for somebody or for yourself, refresh the feed, because YouTube does sometimes get laggy when you're watching for a little while. So go ahead and refresh the feed every time you're getting ready to do a game. So we'll be playing 3 games. And then we should be good to go. All right, let's go ahead and get started. I've mixed up the numbers, and I am going to, let me see if my watch is done. Yay, I think it is. I feel naked when I don't have a watch on. Everybody that's ready, click the thumbs up for me so I know we're ready to start. While I put my watch on. All right. Great. All right, we're going to go ahead and get started. I usually pull down on YouTube and it'll refresh. Sometimes you can go out and come back in. On the computer, I just hit the little turny refresh button. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. We're doing number 22. That's our first number. I'm going to go a little fast. When you get the first number for the person that you're playing or for yourself, you're going to say the letter L. When you get the second number, U, and so on until you spell the word lucky. As we get more people with numbers, then we will slow it down. 31 is the third number. 11. 9. 8. 19. I think I can fit one more. 28, 15, 12, 25, 29, 7, 30, 13, 10, 17, 5, 20, 26, 16. Clem, we already got the people to take the numbers for me, but thank you. 21, 6, 27. I think we're going down to the very last number. 24, 18, 'Gonna go slow. We have a few lucks. This one, there's a glare. I'm going to try and move it over a little. Still a little glare. 1, 'Oh my goodness, everybody's going to get lucky number at the same time. There's hardly any numbers left, guys. 3, 'Joyce got lucky. All right, Joyce, let me check yours. 3, 8, 20, 24, 27. That's a good one, Joyce. Congratulations. All right, good job. Let me get the prizes for you, Joyce, and you can let me know what you want. So we have these Greetings for All Mix and Match ephemera pack with a pack of Celebration Expressions cards. We have Good Times Mix and Match with a pack of Celebration Expression cards. We have Simple Alphabet stamp set, Flowers Fair stamp set, and Cutest Crew. Rose, you might want to refresh your feed because you are lagged. Everybody else noticed that she won except for you. We haven't done this one yet. Would you like this for your prize, Joyce? Okay. Joyce, it is. All right. Let me get cleaned up and we will start our next card. All right. Move this one out of the way and move on to our next card, which is this one. Let me grab all the stuff that we need to put it together. Okay, let's see. All right, my friends. I think we're doing good. We have our base. Oops, that fell out. We're gonna burnish. We have our embossing folder, which we're not gonna glue down yet, but we're gonna use that. We are going to use our ribbon to secure this first. I like to use, what do you call that stuff? Seal to secure my ribbon to the back of my projects. Whenever I'm doing something like this, I like to use seal because it really holds your ribbon nice. Let's make sure that it's nice and straight. Yeah, that looks great. You can put a smidge underneath where it's going to go. There we go. Okay, so now we can attach this. Let me grab my silicone mat. And then back to wet adhesive. All right, so we're going to attach this piece on. All right. Now we're going to start with this piece, and we're going to get all of our little rainbows pieces ready to go. Make sure I have them all. All right. And I'm just going to wing it like I did last time. It worked out really well. Thank you, Joyce. I love these colors as well. So we're going to go ahead and add our first piece. Oh my goodness, not like that, we're not. Let's try that again. I think my finger was sticky and I ended up pulling the whole thing. All right, I think we're good there. All right, let's go with piece number 2. This is such a great bundle. I really love the whole suite, actually. All right, so there's that one. This little wiggly one. If you're using wet glue and the glue oozes, just wait for it to be completely dry before you add anything else. So we're gonna put that one there. You know, before you try to erase the glue, just let it sit for a day or half a day or whatever and let it get all the glue to dry good. And then it's very easy to erase. So here's this one. This one's so fun. All right. So we're gonna pop this one up. I didn't mean to have that in there. All right. I think I got them all now. We're going to add this over the top of our card. And then we're going to add our ribbon. We're going to tie a bow. These colors are fun. All right, so once you're happy, make sure that your tails are good and you have it the size and the way that you want. And then you're going to get a mini glue dot, or 2 or 3, your choice. And I usually use 2. And I'm going to add that right there. And I'm going to puff my loops. And then I'm going to trim my edges. Like that. Okay. Now we are going to get the inside ready. So I have my other hearts. We got our white piece. Let's add this first. My fingers must be sticky because they don't want to stay. All right. What did I do with my tweezer? Here we go. Add our little piece here. We're going to add the bigger one to the middle. Like sticky hands. I need to get a baby wipe because I'm getting glue on everything. All right, not good. All right, let's get that off of there. Good. All right, I'm just gonna follow my own advice, and I'm just gonna wait for it to dry, and then I'm gonna erase it because it's gonna keep pulling it. Okay, so there's that. We're going to stamp, but I gotta remove the glue before I stamp. So we're gonna grab our sentiment here. Ink that up. I need a little darker. It's quite dark enough. There we go. All right. And then I'm gonna put that tiny heart right next to that. It's fun to add the little heart if I haven't lost it. It's probably stuck to my fingers. Okay, I don't know where it is, so we're just going to pretend it's not here. It will show up, I know it will. But I'm going to go ahead and add my adhesive to adhere this into my card. And we'll see if it decides to show up on something. Because it'll be here somewhere, I know it is. Just too much glue on my hands. Alright. See, there it is. I told you it would show up. Okay. And then this is probably dry enough now. I can get the extra off. There we go. All right, so there is that card. We're going to add our yellow dots. These dots are so pretty and they match perfect to this set. All right. So there is that one. I'm going to use a little glue remover on my hands before we start with our numbers. Get a little baby wipe because my hands are very sticky right now. All right. Thanks for hitting the thumbs up. I appreciate that. All right. Let's get the numbers and play our next round. All right. Let's get started with our next round. Let me mix up our numbers. Get it nice and okay. Yes, play for fun, Joyce. Kimberly, I will fix that coupon for you. But I can't do it right now. So it'll take a little, I have to log in and all that. So you just have to give me a little bit of time. All right, so there's that. Let me do our one last little shuffle. All right, here we go, guys. Remember to refresh. And 30. 5. 23. 29, 16, 12, 13, 1, 14, 11, 10, 15, 26, 24, 2, 7, 18, 17, 25. Ooh, Rose, you're close. 20, 19, 4, 21. Donna, very good. Let me check the numbers. Okay, Donna, 2, 4, 12, 19, and 20. Good lucky number. Good lucky number, Donna. All right, let me pick the prizes and you can tell me what you would like. So I have these ephemera words, which are greetings for all mix and match with the celebration expressions. I have this really fun ephemera, good times mix and match. Flowers, fair, and simple alphabet. All right. Got the prize ready. All righty. Let's make another card. This one has some sticky. I'm going to try and erase while I can. I always go in a circular motion when I'm erasing. You don't want to use it like a regular eraser because the key about it is it picks up and balls up the adhesive. So you don't want to scrub it. You just want to be gentle and go in a circular motion. This one's that's the original, that's why. All right, we're good to go now. Let me show you our next card. here is our next card. So cute. And I'm going to grab all our parts and pieces and throw it together, or try to. All right. All right, so we have our base. And we are going to be adding our colors. So we're going to glue this one first. Got to grab my silicone mat. It's the same piece, I just flip over. I love this little suite. And I hope that those of you who didn't think you liked it will like it now after you see what you could do with it. All right, so there is our first piece, and then we're going to go ahead and there is our second piece. All right, we're going to stamp the word thanks. And I'm going to trim it down. So don't be scared, but I will be using the guillotine cutter as usual. I like that width, I think. I think I'm just going to shrink it down here. That looks pretty good to me. All right. Hopefully I don't lose all of the parts and pieces. Okay. So you're going to, gotta grab all my stuff. You're gonna grab, there's two of them. I might have dropped one of them. We'll see what happens. So you're gonna pop all these out. Okay. And then you're gonna put your adhesive on this piece. Ugh, I think I did drop one, but if we find it later, I'll glue it on there. I just don't have it right now. So we're gonna put our adhesive on this piece. So just slowly add little bits at a time. This outer layer is important, so don't skimp and get enough on there. And then just gently add more. You can do dots or, you know, whatever works for you. And then you're going to need a tweezer so you don't get glue on yourself, because I just cleaned my hands. I don't want to get glue on me. So I'm going to grab this piece. And we are going to lay it on top. Okay. And I didn't want the back to be this pattern, so I glued this onto the back. So this doesn't match, it's not exactly symmetrical. So once you glue it down, you're going to have to trim a smidge. So don't get crazy. With the glue, because you're going to have to trim. Not a lot, just a smidge, but I just wanted it, the back to be the same. So I'm going to add that on there. Just make sure that this is to the edge. Okay. Right on this side right here, there's a little bit. And make sure that I've got it. Don't want to miss anything. Okay. All right, so there is the back. Aha. But we don't want that to show. Let's see if I can trim that. Okay. See, it's just not exact, but it's okay. It works out really well. All right, I'm gonna throw these little scrappies away. All right. And then we're going to attach. I'm just going to use this as my guide, but you can use a ruler as your guide for the next, when you make yours, make sure it's the right height. I like to put it down on my piece so that I know it's going to be the right height. Okay, then I hold it in place. So I'm just pretending this is a ruler. We're going to flip this over. We're going to grab a pencil and we're just going to put a pencil mark. Okay, and then you're just going to add your glue under the pencil mark, and you will center it from the back end like this, and just make sure that your pencil mark doesn't show, and then on the front just straighten your rainbow. All right, so there is that part. I gotta grab my little bag of little pieces. I have lots of pieces because I played with lots of colors, and so I'm just gonna throw my extras. Don't throw these away. Save them. You can use them for another card. I don't know where that other heart is. Hopefully it will show up. If it doesn't, it's fine. But I have a lot of stuff on my desk right now, so it's possible that it's here and it fell out, and I'm gonna uncover it in a second as I grab stuff, and I'm trying to clean up my mess right now. Hopefully it'll pop up, but if it doesn't, it's not the end of the world. Okay, so I want to add our piece here. We're gonna add dimensionals. I used 3 of them. Who knows where the heart is? I don't know. Don't want to lose that though. Okay, so we're going to add this here. I'm going to move it over a little. I want a little of that blue to show. Okay, there's our thanks. And on the backs of these, I'm going to put minis, and then I'm going to glue these flat. So if when I'm done, if I find the little heart, I'll add it. And if I don't, I'm really not sweating it. But I know it sounds like I'm sweating it, but I'm not. I'm just letting you guys know not to worry about it. And, because let me tell you, there's tons of stuff all over my desk. All right, so we're going to add one of these little guys here, one of them here. I'm going to bring this one down a little. So fun! And then these will be flat glued, and then of course I have to get the, what do you call it? The embellishments. So we're going to put this one right here and right here, And then if we find the red one, we'll put it over here. If not, it's okay. I didn't put an inside for this card, but you can if you want. I didn't think it needed it. This one had a lot going on the outside, and I didn't think it needed it. So we're going to use the peach colored embellishments. So that's also going to add, you know, to the fun that's going on here. This one here, just in case I don't find my my heart. And we'll put a little one up here. So there is that. It's such a fun card. I hope you guys liked it. All right, let's get our cards ready for our next game. And then we'll have one more card after this last game. All right. Let's put them out and mix them up. Thank you, Kimberly. Thanks, Rose. Appreciate you guys. Oops. A little paper. Throw that in there. All right, let's mix this up. All right, everybody refresh their feed before this next round. This is our last game, and then we'll have one more card. Oops. Okay, and one more mix up in the jug. All right. I'm looking on the floor to see if I dropped that little heart, but I do not see it. On the die set, it's a little 3 set of hearts, so you get 3 of them at the same time. All right, guys, here we go. Let's get this computer to stop making noises. That's number 1. Okay. Here it is. Ready for our next one. 21. 20. 2. Look at all them 2s. Wild, right? Oh my goodness, 22. All them 2s, and this could be a 2 upside down. Just kidding. Oh my goodness. I promise I'm mixing them up. 3. So funny. 12. 27. This is just mind-blowing. 8. 1. 24. Another 20. Good Lord. Oh, Joyce has luck, but she's playing for fun. 28. 31. Joyce, you're playing for fun, so keep going, guys. 18, but she would have won. She has good numbers tonight. Okay. 26, another 20. All the 20s are coming out. 6. 16. 14. 11. We got all those 20s out of the way quick. 10. 30. 25. Oh my gosh, are all the 20s out? That's just wild. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 of them. There's the 10th one. Janice, yay! Okay, let me check your numbers. Janice is 2 and 6 and 8 and 16 and 24. Good lucky number, Janice. All right, let me get the prizes out, and then we'll do our last card. All right, Janice, we have Greetings for All Mix and Match Ephemera pack with Celebration Expressions cards. Good Times Mix and Match Ephemera pack with Celebration cards, or Flowers Fair. Yes, congratulations to all the winners. Flowers Fair it is. Alrighty. Let's get to our last card. This is that. All right. Let's get our, let me get all my parts and pieces. Hopefully I don't lose any this time. Since that other one has not shown up. It'll show up as soon as the live is over. All right. So we need our base. And then we have another piece. Gotta find it. It's over here to the side. Okay. And we're going to glue that on top. So let me grab my adhesive. Whoops. Okay. I'm good at putting too much glue. Thank God for these adhesive erasers because I put too much glue all the time. All right. So let's get all of our designer series paper first. So we have some pieces here. We're going to get my silicone mat. You're welcome, Joyce. I hope that you guys love these cards. And like I said, if you didn't join because you didn't think you would like this, I hope that I changed your mind and made you realize you can trust me. I'm going to make some fun stuff that you're going to love. All right. So there's that one. All right, we're going to grab this one. Well, actually, I'm going to put one here. Okay. And then on the inside here, we're going to have two white pieces with, so I'm going to add this one onto here. We're going to do some stamping on there. Then this one is going to go on this edge. And we're going to do a little bit of stamping. All right, so let me get my colors out. And my stamps. So we're going to get this one going. Okay, clean that one. On this one, I need to get a couple colors that I put away. I didn't mean to, but I did. All right. I'm going to do this one, the corner. Okay. There. Okay. Let me clean. All right. And then we're going to stamp. I'm going to move those to the side for right now. We're going to stamp this little piece. Okay. Thanks, Julie. It's a fun one. I'm gonna add Darlin right here. All right, and we're going to angle cut the ends. Add that in our little pinch bowl. Get this out of the way. Put this over here. Okay, we got some gluing to do, so let me bring this back in. I'm going to add this one next. It's a fun card. There's that one. And then we're going to add this one. Right here. So much fun. Okay, so now it's time to decorate the front. All right, so we have our words. And we have our fun little pieces. Looks like I didn't lose any hearts on this one. Let's grab this. And it looks like I left a piece stuck in here. I'm going to have to try and get it out before I push it down. There we go. Okay. Okay. So there's our first piece. This is so fun, isn't it? We're going to add our next piece. This is a great little bundle, and I love the whole suite actually. The DSP is just stunning. I love all the patterns, but I love textured patterns, so this one's perfect. Plus, I love the little rainbow, because hearts and stars and rainbows and puppies are my thing. Okay, so there's that one. Let's add our next one. Alrighty, here's number 3. Looking good so far. Fun, fun. Let's add our red one next. I wanted to let everybody know who played this month. I'm so grateful for you guys supporting my business and taking this class from me. It means a lot to me that you guys are here every month playing with me. Like I said, I don't know if I will have an April one or not. I'm not sure if it's going to work out just because I'm taking some time off in April. But I will try and throw it out there as soon as I realize if I do have time to pull it together. Either way, I'll have some form of class in April. So, all right. So there's that. Let's add our, what do you call it? Can't even think of the word. Dimensionals. Okay. Onto our piece. Oh, I also need them on this. All right. Let's get these out of the way. And I'm going to glue those little hearts in before I lose them. These two little ones. These go inside. on our leaf area. Kim, I will log in and get your thing situated right after this live, and I will text you that it's good to go. Try and do it tonight if you can. I would appreciate that. And that way I don't have to go back in again. I have to log in and I'm going to have to adjust it. Hopefully I can edit it. I think I can. I've never had to do that before, but I'm going to try. And hopefully you can take care of it for me tonight, and then I don't have to adjust it again. All right. Let's get these guys ready. This is such a fun set. I really thoroughly enjoyed showing you what this set could do. And I hope that you guys are happy with your class and with the projects. Yeah, this is such a great set. And if you guys decide to purchase this suite and you want to add this class, I do allow you to add the class after the fact. Of course, you can't win prizes, but you could still get the class projects. You just have to let me know tonight or tomorrow, because I start working on it immediately once I know everybody is good to go. All right, so let me make sure that I get most of this up. Amazing. Okay, and we're going to add our little heart to the inside. Right here. All right, and our words. Here's our words. And then let me add our blue dots. So fun. I love these dots too. We rarely get really muted pastel dots, and I just think they're so beautiful. Put one over here. So we used all the colors on our 4 cards. Thank you so much, Joyce. I appreciate that. I try really hard to make your classes and projects just exactly what you want. And I hope to wow you and help you to feel like you really got your money's worth. All right. Let me get this out of the way, clean up a little bit, and I'll bring all the cards out. So there is that one and that one. I never did find that piece. So there's our projects. I hope you guys enjoyed them. A lot of fun, and I will text you, Kimberly, as soon as I get everything taken care of for you. Thanks for being here, guys. You mean so much to me, and I appreciate you. Don't forget, you will have a 5th project. That is a bonus project. Only the people who pay for the class get that project, and it's going to be a good one. So I hope that you enjoyed these projects. I will see you in about 3 weeks live. And thanks for being here. This is Kelly with Inky Hands Warm Hearts. Happy stamping, my friends.